welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name is Josh. Thanks for joining me today. Well, we're talking about Jesssfam, or Jesssfam, otherwise known as. I haven't done a video in a long time. Obviously, she's just been completely grifting off her daughter's sexuality, and we know that. It's a subject that's kind of gross. Like Jonathan Scona-Jolie's been doing it with his son, daughter now, and it's just been, when parents, especially social media influencers, grift off of their child's identity, I take major issue with it. Right? And I'm sure my haters are going to be like, you're such a misogynist, transphobic, whatever, I don't care. Okay? But she's capitalizing and jumping on it and actually showing massive amounts of favoritism to her daughter, right? Who is now the center of attention on the channel because she is the, it's the virtue signaling, right? It's not that she's actually proud of her kid or anything like that. It's just, this is the next step in content that a lot of families do. They run out of shit to talk about. Jesssfam stuff is so old and nasty and boring, and so are her clothes, that it's just like the natural thing. Jess was probably so super excited that one of her kids ended up in the LGBTQ, whatever you call it, okay? Was probably so excited, but not for the reasons that most supportive parents are, right? So let's talk about it. So I think we were left off with Jess. She had moved into her new farmhouse that she paid a couple $1 million for. They got massive acreage. They got a pool, and all this kind of stuff. Her shit's so boring, right? And Jesssfam is just she has never changed. She's never going to change. She doesn't care about exploitation of children. She has no friends, though. That's for sure. She has literally burned every single bridge she's ever had in the world. When somebody has a group of people that they've surrounded themselves with for a very long time and calls them best friends and everything else, all of a sudden has no more friends, that really, you're the problem, is what I'm saying, right? It's generally, there's a common denominator inside that. If Kira and Jesssfam and Sunkiss Zit Cream are the only people kind of left in each other's circle, they kind of deserve each other, right? But it's really super telling that Jesssfam has no support anymore, has no friends, nobody wants to be around her, considering one of her best friends since childhood wants nothing to do with her. Her baby's dad's ex-wife wants nothing to do with her. Her literal new husband's kids want nothing to do with her. Okay, there's something there. And so Jesssfam just either lives in a bubble, doesn't see it, or sees it and doesn't give a shit. Either way, she's a terrible person. So recently, obviously, her daughter came out on the spectrum. We don't know what, I think gay, whatever it is. But again, you have no business telling a 12-year-old sexuality on the internet. There is zero business of any parent whatsoever to ever do that. That kid cannot give informed consent, regardless of how she identifies, to put that on the internet. Now, she might want to. She might say, yeah, mom, let's do this. But she can't give informed consent to the ramifications of what that means for her future. Okay, Lilia became this thing, and now Jesssfam completely just capitalizes on it in every absolute way. The other day, she took her kids to drag queen performances, and you guys know how I feel about kids at drag queen performances, and I don't really care what you call me, because I do not think that drag queens should be mixing with children. The question you have to ask yourself is, why do drag queens want to perform in front of children? That's, there's a question there, right? I don't really see a major problem, though, however, with innocent drag queen story time hour, like libraries and stuff like that, where there's not any sexuality going on. They're not dressed super inappropriately. They kind of just, it's like drag clowns, as far as I'm concerned, right? If you're just dressing up as a woman and going to read books and you're not doing any sexual gyration and the books you're reading are just innocent, I have no problem with that. It's when you start implementing sexual dances and sticking dollar bills in their panties, and they're wearing super huge prosthetic breasts, and they're doing all this craziness. It's pretty explicit, right? And you bring your kids to that as to signal the virtue that you're so progressive. People who use their kids to signal the political progressiveness are just as bad as those who exploit their children online. And bonus, Jess is both. Okay, Jess uses her children to get ahead, to make a ton of money, and exploits them in so many ways, while putting her sexual business on the internet, and then while exploiting her daughter's now sexual business on the internet. And at the same time, it's like, look how progressive we are. We're going to take our kids to these dances. Does this kid look like, I don't always blur out kids' faces. I try to, but I'm not going to blur it out here. Does this kid look comfortable at this? Okay? Now, Jess is forcing her kids to do these things. Where I have a problem is when parents use their children and force them into situations they shouldn't be in, and they're not comfortable in anyway. Parents will indoctrinate their children, and that is in so many ways, into this drag culture and into Christianity and into everything else. It is imperative, it is the parent's prerogative to do so. But you, just like tons of people have major problems with parents who indoctrinate their children into fundamental religion, me being one of them, also there are parents who have problems with indoctrinating your kids into fundamental religions, like the LGBTQ thing. Okay, it's a religion. Religion doesn't necessarily mean it's connected to God. Here's the definition of religion. A particular system of faith and worship, a pursuit of interest which someone ascribes of supreme importance. Okay, it can mean religious things. Obviously, it's generally how it is taken, but this is a very much modern, progressive religion where there's things you have to do. You idolize certain people and gods, and you make certain sacrifices, and you do all these things. It's basically it. And both fundamentally are wrong when you include children. Okay, but it is the parent's prerogative and right to do so. It is not illegal what Jess does. Exploiting children is not illegal yet, and hopefully it will be someday. But that is basically what's going on with Jesssfam, right? She's taken this and she's running with it because she literally has nothing else. People are so sick and tired of seeing the same bullshit. Oh, you're gonna take my kid to dance? Watch me dance now. Here, let me tell you about my threesomes. Let me tell you about all these things that my kids are gonna have forever. Let me video me, yelling at my kids' teachers. Let's talk about when I get in fights at Panda Express. Let's video me being a complete asshole. Let's go to Disney 450 times, which we're going to talk about today. Jesssfam is boring. And the problem with this is when it comes to family vloggers, when they get to the point where their view counts are halved from what they used to be, they still have to make their money doing it. And so what they do is they pivot. And oftentimes, the older family vloggers will pivot to things like their kids' sexuality or like illnesses, hospital visits, things like that. They never pivot to good shit like, my kid's an elite athlete, let's follow this. My kid's going to go to the NHL or be in the MLB, let's follow that. It's always just shit that they shouldn't be sharing. And no matter what you believe on which side, and I know most people that exist in the Reddit forums and stuff are very, very far left-wing nutbags, like most of them are, okay? Don't you ever dare mention anything about being centrist or even conservative, lest you completely get burned at the stake. It is what it is. That's the type of people that this brings out. Okay? But at the same time, this nobody's business what Lily is going through. And I don't care if Lily even says, I want this on the internet. Your job as a parent is to protect your child from all of that. So let them go through it. Let them live their existence. Their existence does not have to be lived out on the internet. It does not have to be. I mean, you shouldn't be, is the answer. Should not be. So, all that to say, now that Lily became the star of the show, because she's getting all the attention and she loves it because Jesssfam is basically all about Jesssfam. And so when one of her kids gets her attention, those kids are going to latch onto that ability to get that attention because they don't get attention from her. Because she's a shitty parent. Because she's self-centered, she's absorbed in her own self, and she only cares about herself. That's really how this works, everybody. You don't see that Jesssfam is a self-centered, narcissistic, crazy person, then there's something wrong with you, and check the way that you parent. All of these people that I talk about, okay, all the family vloggers who exploit children are all the same. They do exist on a spectrum, but they all have that one little sickness or whatever you want to call it, where it has to be about them, and anything that happens to them or that they can soak out of a situation, they'll use for content because that's what gets them paid. So that's mainly what I talk about here. But anyway, Jesssfam, in that favoritism to Lilia, has done like massive birthday celebrations for Lilia. She turns 13. And of course, it's like, let's do all this shit. When her twins just had a birthday, and I think she got them a coupon book that she made, like a homemade coupon book. So Lilia gets to go to Paris, have birthday parties, have sleepovers, and all these kind of crazy parties. And the boys got a coupon book. If you can't see favoritism inside of family vlogs, you're not looking hard enough, because every single family vlogger out there absolutely has favorite children. And it's so easy to tell. Lilia being that one because Lilia became the content. Lilia became the cash cow. So now that Lilia is the cash cow, she will do more with Lilia. She will have more experiences. She'll get more things because she's the one bringing in the views. Because the progressive culture that we live in right now, this is what's rewarded. Now that pendulum is swinging back. Thank the Lord that there are a ton of people with common sense who are now not afraid to speak up about it. Okay? Regardless of what your child is, let me say it again. If they exist on the spectrum, and I mean LGB, not T. Okay? I do believe that there are children, but if there are kids like that, and there are, okay? Still, nobody's business to put that on the internet in front of millions of eyes. It's so gross that people do this. Okay, because the parasocial relationships developed inside there are probably some pretty sick, creepo weirdos who love this shit. And it's just no go. All right, so let's snark on this video. They go to Disney. The funniest part about this is that she takes her kids to Disney, to Paris, right? Because Jess's only personality is Disney, which is weird because Disney is like wholesome and like fun and enigmatic. It's like, it takes a lot of imagination and it's like original. And Jess is none of those things. Okay, she has zero originality in her bones. She is terrible and she still wears yellow shit. So anyway, of course, when they go to Paris, they're just going to Disney. Like, get wrecked. Anyway, if you did a quick Google search before she went to Disney, you would know that Disney in Paris is on strike. Way before she probably even booked her tickets and everything else. So she knew this was going on. And Jesssfam, who says she loves Disney, doesn't give a shit about why they're on strike. And here's why they're on strike. Employees are calling for better working conditions and higher wages to account for inflation. The first strike took place on May 23rd and saw 500 cast members walk out of the job. Okay, so basically, like any strike, they're looking for more cash because the rising inflation, people can't afford to live. Disney makes billions of dollars and can absolutely easily afford to give people living wages. You work at the most magical place on earth. Why are you not paying the most magical salaries? You know what I'm saying? These people take a lot. It takes a lot to get a job at Disney. They have the cream of the crop, and if they're not paying for the cream of the crop, then F them, basically. Okay, so Jess loves Disney so much, though. The hypocritical part about Jess is she could give a shit about the people who actually make her dreams come true of Disney, right? If she cared about Disney, she would care about the people they're going on strike, and she would say, hey, use your big platform to be like, you know what? I had this trip booked. I'm going to get a refund now. This, that, and the other thing. I'm going to use my platform to help these people because I'm a Disney advocate and I go there all the time. I will not spend another penny at Disney. Neither should you, the people that listen to me, because they do, unfortunately. But neither should you, the people listen to me. Let's take a stance together until Disney gets their shit together and starts paying people a livable wage. Right? Jess could do that and take the high road and look good and film it and make content out of it. She refuses to do it because Jess doesn't give a shit about anybody but Jess. Influencers have a lot of power over what they're going to do, but they will never rock a boat that pays them. Never. They're never going to come up and be like, well, I don't do this because this is happening. They don't want to rock the boat because that shit pays them. And even though those are the people that make her dreams come true, and Jess is one of the grossest Disney adults in the world, she's just a weird person, okay? Those people make that magic happen, and she just went there knowing there's a strike and still went and didn't give a shit. That's like throwing sand in their eye. Like, F you, assholes. This is about me. Another reason to prove to you that Jess is about Jess and only about Jess. So, with all that being said, let's look at this damn video.
Your attention, please. Due to unforeseen circumstances.
This is a rather unexpected turn of events.
No, it's not an unexpected turn of events, asshole. Do you know why? Because before you went, you knew there was a strike. Probably before you bought the tickets, but let's say you didn't. Let's say you didn't know when you bought the tickets. Cool. But you knew before you left, and you can get a refund on those tickets. Disney easily would have offered those refunds to you. Because they're like, yeah, we're going to offer refunds because there's a strike and you're not going to be able to enjoy the park. Jesssfam doesn't care. Content matters more than anything. So she's going to go there and she knows there's going to be a strike and is going to capitalize on the strike. Not only is she doesn't care about the people that help her favorite thing come true, right? She's going to capitalize on it and make money off of them. In this video titled Greeted by Protesters, you mean employees. So that just makes Jess even worse if it was possible.
I just got this notification. I've never seen anything like this.
Lilia hates her mom, by the way. Just so you know. 13 years old. That's when shit starts hitting the fan for teenagers, generally. Just saying. And it is going to be crazy because Jesssfam is the type of person who will burn a damn bridge with anybody, no matter how close they are with her, even her own children. I promise you that. Lilia is going to wake up to this stuff eventually, right? She will. Because something's going to happen. There's going to be some kind of fight that happens about attention or something. And Jess will burn that bridge like that. Promise you. What are you wearing? Okay. Okay. look like an idiot.
Found where we needed to be. We just kept walking.
Whenever she does this like quiet talk thing to the camera, it's because she's embarrassed that people around her are looking at her, because nobody knows who she is in Paris, that's for sure, right? Because she's embarrassed, and she should be. So she does have a little shame, which is nice. Could be what she's wearing too, this mustard yellow brown baby shit colored looking weirdo thing.
The directions were kind of confusing. It did 2E and then it would say 2F and then it would say 2E, but we made it to Terminal 2F.
Who gives a flying tortoise turd?
Which is where the magical shuttle picks you up and brings you to your hotel. We are staying on Disney property this entire trip, but that's not all we're doing. We're gonna go sightseeing as well. We're only staying for 5 days, 4 days. Actually now, because now it's Tuesday. We leave Saturday. We left yesterday. It is now tomorrow, but we're staying at the same hotel the whole time, and we're just gonna...
It's now yesterday, but tomorrow's today, and yesterday's February.
To the city, which is hopefully not too far. When I mapped it out, it's like 40 minutes, so should be good. We're gonna find out. I don't know. We're winging it.
Shit, that looks like Canada. Like, no kidding. Where is Paris on the map as far as latitude? Oh, that's interesting. You learn something new every day. I'm basically very similar in latitude to France. They're a little bit more north, actually. I wonder if they have worse winters. I don't think they do, though, because they're closer to the ocean. Ah, it's interesting. How cold does it get in Paris? Same as Canada. Wow, interesting. You learned something. You learned something. Hey. Dear Google, give me the shittiest Paris music you can find. Thanks. Oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's cool.
The only Marvel hotel here in the world.
That is crazy.
Why is your camera swinging off?
All the
Have it attached to your boob or something?
everything that you will see here.
I love the doors.
Thanks. They're black.
So cool.
Especially your room. 7,
It's a black door.
2, 1, 1, and we'll need your magic password on the door. Have a magical stay. Have fun. My name is Louis. If you need anything, feel free to ask. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
I would like some French fries, please. If she says French fries in this video, I'm gonna cut somebody with these scissors. Watch out.
Oh, have a good day. We made it. We made it. Yeah.
Did you think you weren't gonna make it? Maybe you can make different clothing now. Put that on. That'd be cool.
We traveled across the whole ocean and we made it. We made it. We made it.
Lilia hates you. Stop.
Yeah. We had no
She tried to give her a high five. No high fives.
sleep on a plane, but hey, we made
Hey, maybe you could take some of your wealth that you make off exploiting children and get more comfortable seats for your 12-hour flight and sleep, maybe. You made it, dumbass.
it. We made it. We made it. Actually, we had like...
Here's how you make it. Make some different fashion choices.
hours of sleep. I don't know, good sleep, but we had sleep nonetheless, and we are here. We made it. We are staying at
Are you even wearing a bra? Could you, please? Thanks.
Disney's Hotel New York. I would have liked to...
That's cool. A Spider-Man picture? Baller. I'd be taking that thing. Be like,
stayed at the Disneyland Hotel here, but it is currently under refurbishment until 2024. So this was the next best
refurbishment
option. People are so nice here. The guy that showed us to our room, he was saying
because they're French. French people nice.
This is the only Marvel themed hotel in the entire world. So that's pretty epic. Let's get a little room tour. We got some pictures on the walls. We got beds, more beds, and a bathroom.
Wow, like thanks for the tour of the hotel room. That looks like every hotel room ever, except it has pictures of Spider-Man and shit on the wall. Super Marvel. If I'm gonna walk into a Marvel room, I want that shit to look like I'm at like Nick Fury's office or some shit. Okay, this is garbage.
Okay, I'll show it after. We've got
Spider-Man in the toilet or something?
this. Is it a TV? It's like a mirror, but then where's the TV?
You know it's a TV, asshole.
Yeah. Oh, it's a TV!
You knew it was. Because you turned it on already before. And now you're like, is this, I don't know, it's so aloof to things.
It's a TV, I knew it. Welcome, family. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Ah, this is so exciting.
Shut up! Now.
Room connecting door that we're not using. Do not disturb. Sign. Oh my gosh, there's a little robe.
Oh, wow, robe. Put it on then, please. Please.
Another mirror. Hi, that's me. We've got a shower here. Oh, okay. A toilet, a fancy toilet.
You're in Paris, not UK.
Oh, do they have? What's it called? Bidets here?
Does it look like there's a bidet there? Are you really this stupid? She's not. She's playing dumb. This is Jess's game, right? She knows she acts stupid because she wants to act like a teenager because she's literally developmentally arrested as a teenager. She knows it's not a freaking bidet. It's a damn hotel.
Maybe not. Another mirror. Hi. That's it.
Please go away from the mirrors. We're good. Thanks.
It's on a TV. And so now we are, what are we doing?
Why are you red?
Are we taking a nap? Are we getting food? We're connecting to internet. We're gonna figure out what we're doing.
So amazing. This vlog so far. So incredible. The talent it takes.
We made up our minds. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. We were in America.
No, you're saying look at me. If you actually cared about your daughter and her like things, maybe you should put her in. It's always just like, look at me, and there's somebody behind me doing something similar, but I'm better. Are you not? I thought you weren't allowed to dress as Disney people when you go to Disney.
12 hours ago, and now look at us. We're getting ready to walk into Disneyland Paris. Let's do a fit check. Lilia put this together, and
I look like it's gonna be really hot to wear that.
And she's honestly the cutest thing I've ever freaking seen. She starts putting these pieces together. Okay, this is always how it goes. She starts putting pieces together, and I'm like, I don't know, Lilia.
I don't know what you're saying. Can you speak slower, please?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know how it's gonna come together. And then she does this, and I'm just like, are you kidding?
Are you effing kidding? How are you better than me? You know the rules, Lilia. I am me, and me is best. So don't you dare ever overshadow me.
Holy moly. Okay, my turn. You gonna show for me?
Okay, my turn.
So, to kind of match, like...
We say that that's for last, right? Like, this best for last thing. You look like an idiot.
Lilia's vibe.
Dress your age, asshole!
I'm going with same blue. I got my blue fanny. I got my blue bow. Lilia picked myself.
What does that tattoo say? Does it say fabulous?
Oh my god.
What does that tattoo say?
She's like, oh my god. Oh.
Oh my gosh, I hate this. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her.
Oh.
We're adorable together, and we
you're an asshole.
We are extremely jet lagged and not letting that stop us from going to Disneyland Paris, which is right there. We think we can walk
I couldn't see it.
there. We're pretty sure. Let's take it.
We go through Disney Village.
Oh, you know how to do it already? How do you know all this stuff?
Because she probably looked at shit. What is this angle? This is not good, Jess. Please stop.
Gosh, I swear Lilia knows everything about every Disney park.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do?
Looks so fun. I like the amount of times I snark at people at Disney. I don't even know if I'll ever go to Disney now. Like the amount of times I see people go, like if you lived near there and had passes, possibly. But why would I spend 10 grand or something to go stand in line? Damn. No thanks.
McDonald's. This is Paris' version of downtown Disney.
Le gardien du galaxie. Park Disneyland, Park Walt Disney Studios, World of Disney. This is shit.
She's beautiful.
Is it? At the entrance?
I don't really know how to get in.
Probably there where everybody's going.
On my app.
No, I think we use our cards.
You're in!
Lilia hates you. You look like she wants to be in this video.
Waiting for your reaction.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
Okay. Imagine the boys back home are like get to watch this. Like, look, you guys went to Disney Paris? I got a coupon for a back rub. You kidding me?
Oh, this is the entrance. It's the 30th anniversary this year of Disneyland Paris.
It's in French, Jess, because bring it on in. Bring it here. Because you're in France. Okay? Stop being so stupid. You're so dumb. And I'm ashamed for you. Since you have no shame, it is incumbent upon us to have the shame. No, you're not gonna cry. Stop saying I'm gonna cry, and then you're not gonna cry, because you're not gonna cry. You've been to Disney 188 times. It is the same shit, different pile. Stop saying you're gonna cry.
Babe.
What's these faces you're making? You should probably chill.
That's bigger than... Is that bigger than is Disney World? No way, is it?
Who cares?
And this one.
Does she have a Disney phone case too?
And do the Sleeping Beauty story.
This might be my favorite one, honestly.
Worse
You're not even listening to. They're talking and they're not listening to each other.
than ours.
Jess is like busy looking at herself while her daughter's trying to talk to her, and Jess did not hear a thing because Jess is enamored with herself, filming with 2 cameras, herself and then the camera in front. Her daughter's trying to talk to her. This is what you call quality time with your child. You took your kid on a trip around the world and you won't even spend time with her. You'll spend time with the camera. That's all you need to know about these people, folks. They don't give a shit. They took her because she's the one that's the golden ticket right now. Jess would have gone by herself if she could have. It's like she is anyway. Imagine being a child of an influencer like this and like you're always second place to the person. I couldn't even imagine it. I couldn't even imagine what these kids mentally are going through.
Obviously, Lily and I are like Disney fanatics. We go to Disneyland all the time. We've been in Disney World, we've been on Disney cruises, so naturally we can't help but point out differences that we do or don't
Here we go.
know of this park versus the other ones back home. And one thing that we do know is that this castle is the same technically castle as Disneyland. It's the Sleeping Beauty castle, but just by looking at it, it is significantly bigger. Also, this castle, unlike the other 2, you can go up into it, up at the top, but on the outside, you can go up inside the Disneyland castle, but
I don't care. Nobody gives a shit, Jess. Just do it. I wonder if people walk around like Disney dressed like they get judged by their parents, right? Be like, oh yeah, you're an adult, right? You're an adult. I can tell you kids, absolute kids should be doing cosplay, having fun. Adults though, stop. Just stop. I don't know if people like, just let people have fame. But she's not doing it for fun. She's just a disingenuous dirtbag. So it's different if you're doing it for fun. You can tell the people who are like genuinely, this is fun, and people who do it because like this is their personality. If your personality is Disney, I mean, there are worse personalities, but she has worse personalities too, right? I'm just saying. If your personality is like cooking meth, that's bad, but I'd choose Disney over personality of cooking meth. But still, grow up.
Okay, do we want to see the story first or do we want to see the dragon?
oh my gosh, I don't know. I kind of want to see the dragon.
Lily is the parent here, by the way.
Oh my god, I want to see the
This
whole.
is where we split paths.
Okay, yeah, we have to pick a side. We go through the center or we go through the side. This, I don't know, this honestly might be my favorite castle. I feel like I've heard so
Shut your hole.
much about this dang dragon. Like, I need to see the dragon. You want to go see the dragon? Let's see the dragon.
You can see both, dumbass.
I can't believe we're here.
Close dragon.
I keep saying stupid shit like that.
Is it? No, it's close. Why? Why is it close?
Why are you filming other people?
Open sometime.
Okay, well, I guess that makes our decision easier. Just look over the ledge and there's people underneath us. It's just open. It's so crazy.
That's called a balcony. Magic.
Well, if that wasn't perfect timing walking right out of the castle to a parade. Oh my gosh.
Is this literally the whole thing? Oh, they got so different because of this. Who cares?
They like go all up and they like Disneyland, they go over to Small World and vice versa. This literally just goes up and down Main Street. So that was cool. Caught the end of that, but we need to eat. Like we are physically melting. Like
Are you physically melting? Because you didn't eat? That's definitely science.
and we're barely holding it together right now.
Guy rocking a DuckTales shirt over
We need to
there.
at least eat if we can't sleep.
DuckTales! Is that how it goes?
Ursula, oh my gosh, cool. Oh, it's still so magical, even if we're like slowly dying. But we need a little bit of energy.
Why don't you bring a snack, asshole? Snack hole?
How's it?
Let's just top and chocolate. I'm gonna get like.
Does this look fun to anybody else? This looks like shit. You literally flew 12 hours to go to another Disney park and you're like, we're here. Holy shit, people! Damn, your kid, Jess is raising children that will never be thankful for anything. If you give my son, I don't talk about my kids too much, but if I were like just to come home and got, you know, those little push pops that you get, your little push pop thing. If I got him one yesterday. Uncle John got him one. Okay. And Weston was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I just had a thought to myself. Like, it doesn't matter what I give my children. My children have lots. Okay. Don't get me wrong. But they are absolutely and incredibly grateful for everything that they have. My kids will never take for granted anything that they have because we built that into them. We let them understand that this is very special and these things that you get are from other people. You should always be thankful. These kids are never thankful, man. No kid that I cover, I can't think of any, but like they're never thankful.
Is it public day? Good.
Good. I like that. Update.
Like shit. My kids have iPhones.
What are they protesting for?
I'm not sure. We should look into it.
You know what they're protesting for. You knew before you went. You probably got emails from Disney that said this is what's happening at the park this week that you're coming. Guaranteed she knows. And she knew she was getting into it so she can make content about it. She's like, we were surprised. Were you? There's probably literal signs outside. As soon as you got off onto the bus to get to the hotel, just so you guys know, the hotel probably told you. There's probably information on your desk as soon as you walked into your hotel room. Information galore. You think Disney's going to leave that out? Come on now.
Your attention, please. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the parade has been canceled. We apologize for...
Sucks to be you. Somebody just yelled, assault! She left that in. The guy's mad. Dude, if you're at Disney and there's a bunch of kids around, maybe don't yell out effing assholes. Maybe just don't do that. You can be angry, sure. But here's what you're angry about. You're angry at Disney. You're not angry at the people who are taking a stand for a living wage. You're angry at Disney. Make that known by going to the front gate, demanding a refund. That's what you do. Hey, if your shit's not working, I want a refund. Make Disney answer for it. It's not the employee's fault. They're just trying to live.
Professors canceled the parade. This guy's mad. This guy's mad.
Good. Be mad at Disney. What you should do is go over there and interview one of them. You got a big platform. Guys, what's going on? I have a huge platform. Got over 1 million subscribers. Let the world know what's going on. Let me help your cause because I love Disney and you guys are the reason Disney exists. Maybe I can help you out here. Maybe you do something like that, Jess. Nah, you don't want to do that though, right? Forget that.
Lily and I decided we were going to go try to catch the parade, and they announced that it's been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances.
You're canceled due to unforeseen circumstances.
We noticed that there's protesters here. We don't know what
Those are employees, dickhole. How do you really not know this?
it's about, but they're all over the park today, so we're guessing that's the reason why, because I think they're blocking the path. So, that's interesting. That is okay, though.
They're not just protesters.
We're dying to go on Small World. We want to see if it's in French the whole time, which it probably is, but...
You're in France, where they speak French. Just like the audacity of these people not to know that I need it to be in English. Do they not know I'm here? How dare they?
I don't know, we're just really intrigued by the thought. So we're gonna go in. This is gonna be our first official ride. This is a tradition of ours to start off trips with Small World, so I feel like that we're led in the right direction here. As long as we don't fall
There's no lineups, so that's pretty cool.
asleep on the ride.
That's crazy, no lineups.
No promises. It starts in French.
La mano en la marca, por favor.
Sacre bleu.
Just winking.
Okay. Like my kids wouldn't even like this. I'm serious. He'd be like, Dad, this sucks.
Oh, they're hippo worms. No fair. Our hippo doesn't look good.
Are you really our hippo doesn't get F off?
Okay, this is new. Oh, this is so cool. It's a California version.
Hollywood.
Oh my god, it's football. That is great. That was worth it. That was worth it. What's your
We didn't see anything and show it properly.
opinion on it? It's not wrong.
This girl does not want to be with her mom. Mom, you go do your thing with your claw hands and shit, and I'll go do my thing.
Oh my god, I'm dead. I didn't know that.
What should I do?
Can I buy your ugliest jean shorts that you have ever made before, please? I mean, the ugliest effing shorts that exist. Thanks.
That
That is different. I just got this notification.
Yeah, I'm sure you just got the notification.
Due to a planned strike, certain shows, activities, and services such as Disney's premiere act.
Yeah, she got this before that. She's lying.
Access or guaranteed access to our shows are disrupted or even canceled today, June 6th. Information on show times will be updated in real time on our official Disneyland Paris mobile app. We apologize for the inconvenience and thank you for understanding. We wish you a magical day. Yeah.
Don't just call them protesters. Get educated in what's going on. Maybe that's, hey, let's find out what's going on. Then you'll realize that Disney, the place that you idolize so much, absolutely refuses to pay people a living wage to live lives. Not saying everybody deserves to be making $50 an hour, okay? But Disney makes billions of dollars at their parks, okay? They can afford to, everybody that works inside of those gates can have a living wage. There are places exist on Earth where they can easily afford it and still make massive profits. They can do it, they just don't want to do it.
They said it's a planned strike. This is a rather unexpected
You're a liar right now. Here's the lie.
turn of events.
Liar.
You know what? It's a
Liar.
good day because we're exhausted. So we're just exploring, which this park is. I'm confused. That looks like.
I think it is.
I don't think you know what I'm talking about.
I think it's that right there.
Okay, let's do it. It's actually so fun. Everything is like
Okay, like actually, something.
working
Oh,
out.
isn't it closed?
I've never seen anything like this. Like,
What, a Disney World park you have?
especially in a Disney park. It's crazy. Witnessing history. So we're just.
Again, address the issue. Address the history that's being made right now. Why are you not using your platform to address it? Like, what do you care? You're progressive, Jess. You should be pro-union and everything. You're a very progressive person, so why not be like, hey, Disney's doing this. I'm refusing to go anymore. She doesn't want to touch it because it's her golden goose.
Finding gadgets and gizmos of plenty. Who's it and what's it galore. There's so many
You're a who's it's and what's it galore.
passageways, so that's what we're doing. Instead of the shows, hopefully they'll be on tomorrow though.
She looks dangerous, man. Hopefully they're not.
Oh, it's
We're like in the roots of it.
We're in the roots of the treehouse. Okay, it's still magical AF here, even during a strike. No, I think I just popped the blister on my foot.
Good. Your whole face is a blister.
It's painful. Oh,
Good. This is the worst vlog ever, man.
adventure is out there.
Pink Eye is also out there if you use one of those.
Oh, wait, did they use that? You remember yet? Oh.
Don't huff on that, though. It could be meth.
Two more differences that I've noticed.
Oh, here we go. Jess, the professional Disneyer.
This park versus the other ones. This park, there is smoking allowed in the park. I don't know if it's allowed or not, but everybody's doing it.
You're in France, so. When in France.
I think that's like more of just like a France thing.
It looks like there's designated.
Oh, there's designated.
It's funny because I went to the hospital for my update thing and my plastics appointment, which was such garbage, by the way, so stupid. And then I got in there, I waited like 10 minutes to see the doctor, and he's like, oh, you're good, forget it ever happened, so I don't need any plastic surgery, which is good. But I left the hospital, and I'll blank out the faces here, but if you see this walkway beside the hospital in Hamilton, Hamilton's gross, by the way, and I don't care what anybody says. I was born there, I'm a native to Hamilton, can say whatever I want. Hamilton is the nastiest city in all of Canada, by the way, especially for smokers. Ugh. Anyway, you walk out of the hospital and you're not supposed to smoke within 9 meters of any entrance. The whole sidewalk has no smoking signs all the way down. All you have to do is walk to the out and you can smoke on the grass near the bench over here, okay? Everybody's smoking, including nurses, standing on a no smoking sign. Ugh. Especially when they flick their cigarette butts out windows and shit. Like, why are you allowed to litter if you smoke? That's my rant.
In areas, but I think he's doing it kind of all around. They're probably not supposed to, but in the parks in America, you're absolutely not allowed to smoke. I don't even think there's designated areas anymore, right?
Oh my god, who cares? F off, nostrils.
Yeah. Also, Haunted Mansion is at every single Disney park in the world, but this one is a little bit different. It's actually called Phantom Manor.
Same thing.
We're on it right now, so I'll let you know what the differences are.
Like, there's no lineups though, so I'll be like, cool.
A little bit scarier, so we'll be the judge of that.
What should I do?
Come, I have more to show you.
Verdict? I guess.
Here's the thing with Lilia. Verdict. She's been to Disney 100 times. This is like this. You just wasted money. Go do something else with your children, man. Go take them to see something they've never seen before. They've seen Disney too much. Go to the freaking, what do you call that place in Arizona where all the, I don't know what it's called. I don't know. Go somewhere else.
I see why people say that it's scarier, but I don't think it was like that scary. It didn't have like as much of a fun vibe to it as the one in the
You are an ass and no one cares.
States, but it was alright. I like the one in the States better, personally.
We know. Is that a cookie? Holy shit, that's huge. Is that a cookie?
Is that the one? It's Disneyland Paris' 30th anniversary this year, and I just realized that the symbol is a 30, but it's
You didn't just realize it. Come on, man.
How cute.
F off.
Oh my gosh, I love. Alright, you guys, I can't believe we're saying this. We are not gonna make it tonight. We were trying to make it to the fireworks. That's like the one thing we were trying to make it to. We were gonna try to champ it out, but our lack of sleep and our jet lag, the show is 3 hours from now, and we just cannot possibly.
Let's go have a 2-hour nap. Good to go, man. 90-minute nap. Perfect nap.
Sit here for 3 hours, so we're just gonna cross it off the list and try to do it tomorrow. We've been trying. She's got her caffeine. We've been trying hard. Like we've been
Feeding your 12-year-old caffeine. Smart. Real smart.
She's got her Coke fix. We tried eating something sugary. Like we just cannot stay awake any longer. We've been awake for, oh my gosh, more than 24 hours. We got like 3, maybe 3 hours. Yeah, and when I say 3, I don't even mean sleep. I just mean like we shut our eyes.
Shut up.
For 3 hours because the entire time I was like consciously hearing stuff. So like we rested for 3 hours on that plane, and it's like 11 a.m. in California, which means that we had
Just take something. If you're going to be on a 12-hour flight, take something. Boom. Out cold.
up for basically like 28 hours straight. Okay, now I don't feel so bad missing out on this tonight. We really did try. We got some stuff done, but there's just no point. We're just like sitting here. We did good. We did good.
Imagine being in that hotel.
I know. I would like fall asleep so fast. We are gonna get food though before we go back because we need to eat something. We did it. Day one.
Day one, bullshit.
Paris.
You look like you had fun.
Tomorrow will be a better day. We really tried. Plus, I can't help but keep this in the back of my head, but if there's any chance that the fireworks and like the show's gonna be canceled tonight, like we would actually pass away. Like literally, like that's like the whole.
You pass away, die. You die if the fireworks were canceled. You would literally perish.
Reason we're staying up, and they've canceled all of the other shows that we've seen so far today. So
I'd be getting a damn refund. I don't care. I know you're in Paris, but refund time, I'm going to do other things.
there's even a slight chance of it being canceled. We're just gonna call it quits and get up super early tomorrow and take advantage of the magic morning tomorrow.
We're actually gonna do rides tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna do everything tomorrow. We're ready. We're so ready.
Oh my god.
Get some food and let's go shut our eyes for 100 hours. Actually, no, like 12.
What? You traveled across the globe and went to Rainforest Cafe? Them shits are everywhere. You have one probably close to your house. That's where you went to eat. Okay.
It's 10:20 and the sun is still out. No wonder they do fireworks so late here. I get it now.
Is that the wonder? No wonder.
They do fireworks at 11 p.m. because in Disneyland they do them at 9:30. I get it now. The drone
Oh, shut your whole head.
show is in 20 minutes and then the fireworks are right after. So if I'm still awake, which I might be because I'm probably going to be working, knowing me, we can see the castle outside of our window. So I'm going to see if I can at least like catch a glimpse of it. But that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much.
Even Gus is like, let's get out of here, man. Oh, they were canceled. You know what? You're canceled. Anywho, that was bullshit. I'm sure we'll cover the other ones because that was shit. Ow. So, everybody take a deep Disney breath. I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for joining me on these channels and thanks for joining me on my channel and talking about these fun things and snarking on people and getting angry and upset and having fun and making fun and doing things. You are the reason I'm here. thank you so much for always being a part of this. I know this next week and stuff's going to be fluctuating. All the new studio is going to be soon. Probably just going to be a blank wall eventually. I'm going to add to it and all that kind of stuff. But that is coming. I am moving this week, so I'm trying to get ahead. That's why I'm wearing the same shirt all the time, doing videos way ahead of time. But again, I want to just thank you guys so much. And I know I say it all the time, but I do mean it. Honestly, I don't even think I'd be moving into this new house I have if you guys weren't here supporting me. I truly mean that. And I do not take you for granted. And I do appreciate you. Don't ever forget how amazing you are and incredible and invaluable. Okay? And I will see you tomorrow.